Hello, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. You're speaking to Elton and we're talking property with Elton. So today I'm in the beautiful KwaZulu-Natal area, and specifically the city of Durban. We will be going to an area within Durban called the Bluff, and the Bluff is kind of renowned for its a fishing community. It's got a whaling museum as well. What's nice about the Bluff is the locals and the tourists alike come through to the Bluff because it's an absolutely beautiful fishing community. It has a sardine run which happens between June and July, so it's quite nice to be at the Bluff during that time. But most importantly, I'm here to see an entrepreneur by the name of Daryl Noel. He's got a solar company which is called Solar Generation Projects, and we're going to be talking to him specifically around the savings, especially with COVID, and what we can do as South Africans to ensure that we save money, how we can conserve energy, the impact of solar that it has not only on the planet but in our homes, and how do we package deals if we've got just a geyser and we want solar panels, or if we want an inverter to help us with our lights as well as our geyser as well, and obviously saving from an electricity point of view. So catch me on the other side of this, and we're going to talk to Daryl to try and unpack some insights and advice in terms of what we can do to save money, but more importantly conserve energy on the planet. So thank you so much, Daryl, for spending time with me. Please, do you want to introduce yourself to the rest of South Africa?
Okay, hi, I'm Daryl Noel. I'm the owner of Solar Generation Projects. Yeah.
Short, sweet, to the point, right? The owner of Solar Generation Projects. So Daryl, in terms of your journey, can you share with South Africa where you started? Why did you decide solar was important? And last one, in terms of your experience, share that experience with South Africa as well.
Okay, so I immigrated from South Africa in 1996, moved to New Zealand, where I worked as an apprentice roofer. Right. So I've got my roofing experience.
So humble beginnings, right?
Very humble beginnings. Yep. While I was roofing, I was cleaning toilets to survive, because I was only getting $5 an hour. Right. And so my boss's brother went into ventilation, and so I went into ventilation with them, and then they went into solar. And so I went into solar with them and worked with them and trained with them, and then moved back to South Africa 3 years ago.
And so you're 3 years in country now?
Yeah, I'm 3 years in South Africa, and I've started my solar company. It's grown from just myself to a couple locations. Yeah.
Okay, so why solar?
Well, solar is very important because, you know, oil and coal will be diminished in a couple of hundreds of years. Yeah. So what's actually happening is that solar is actually filling that gap, especially with electricity. Yes. You find out anywhere around the world, electricity is becoming scarcity. Yeah.
Electricity is becoming scarcity. Yeah. Okay, so in terms of services, you know, you mentioned your company name, you told us a story, humble beginnings, where you started. You're back in South Africa, it's 3 years now, which is fantastic. You're doing quite well because you've got a local footprint here in Durban, but you've got a national footprint as well across South Africa, which is fantastic. So your business, solar is big. Like when you talk solar, a lot of South Africans, all we know is a panel that's sitting on top of the roof. We don't really know what it does. We don't really know how it works. And also another question is, can we actually afford it? So Daryl, in your experience, what is your business offer, and can normal South Africans afford what you do? And if you can please explain the different packages for us.
Okay. All right, so I have locations in Johannesburg. I've got one in Cape Town. I've got Eastern Cape. I've got South Coast, and I've got North Coast of KZN. Okay. And then I obviously run KZN in Durban from this head office. Mm-hmm. What we do offer is we offer very small packages from trolley backup systems, where you can actually plug your TV straight into the top of the trolley, and that will, that will keep your TV on and your internet for load shedding.
Sure.
Okay, that is the smallest system we have.
And what's the price of something like that?
Okay, a price.
Small, just an average.
An average price.
Or benchmarking.
Okay, for a trolley, you're looking at about a 1600 watt trolley with 200 amp batteries. You're looking at 6,500 rand.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Yeah.
No, that will give you 2 to 3 hours of power.
Nice.
Okay, and then from there we start going into solar. So we also do inverter backup systems, which I'll show you guys.
Sure.
That we have here.
Nice.
So that's an inverter with some batteries.
Nice.
We wire it to your DB board. We load
and guys, you know what a DB board is, huh?
Yes.
It's that little box that you got inside your house, so that's where you'll find your DB board. So you can continue.
Yes, so we wire that to your DB board. Now what that actually does is when load shedding, when they cut the power to Eskom line, your inverter and your batteries are already charged. Because they've been sitting there charging up.
Yeah.
And so that line connects with our backup line, and automatically your lights come on, your fridge comes on, your TV, your internet. Yeah.
So it's almost like, remember generator, guys? It's almost like that kind of concept, right? So when load shedding happens, it kicks in automatically, and then everything else starts working, right? Okay, perfect.
And then so we have solar systems. So our smallest solar system that we actually do is 3 kilowatts. Okay, 3 kilowatts. It comes with a 3 kilowatt inverter. It comes with 6 solar panels. Okay. And then it comes with a deep cycle battery. Okay. Now what that does, it gives you power during the day. So when the sun's out, your lights, your TVs, whatever you're running on the load is obviously you're not paying for that power. Okay. Okay, and then the excess power from the load fills the batteries. Okay, now the batteries get filled. Now at 4 o'clock when the sun goes down, the solar panels start losing charge. Correct. And so they automatically switch through the inverter to your batteries.
Okay, so that's the importance of having the inverter,
batteries,
right? And the batteries,
correct. Okay. So that if you have load shedding at 5 to 6 p.m., you'll still have power. Yeah.
So tell me, how much does something like that cost?
Something like that costs about 22,000 to about 30,000 rand, depending on how we build it.
So Daryl, when you speak about volumes like 22,000, 30,000, it's quite a lot of money. So tell me, what's the benefit to having something like that? Financial benefit, right? Not just the fact that now it's load shedding and I'm okay. I've got power, but financially, what does it mean to me, and can I save in the long run?
Yes. So normally a system like that will save you 50% of your electricity bill. In the long run, remember these systems, the panels have a 30-year warranty. Wow. The inverters have a 5-year warranty. Wow. Deep cycle batteries got a 2-year warranty, but your lithium ion battery has a 10-year warranty.
Which is the most popular right now, right?
Which is more popular right now because the cost has come down with everything we do. Now, we do have payment arrangements, so we can add it to your bond.
I like that.
Okay, so you add that to your bond for about 1,000 rand extra on your bond. Wow. And then you're not actually getting a big electricity bill. So that money that you pay in Eskom, you pump into your bond, which reduces your interest on your entire bond. Right. So if your bill is 2 grand a month and you're pumping 2 grand into your bond, your interest will come down.
Okay, so South Africa, you heard it from Daryl, you need to pump that money into your bond and your interest rate will come down. And it sounds like it's quite a flexible option that it has in terms of payments arrangements as well, which is awesome. I think if you're looking at getting a solar panel, or if you're looking at anything solar, the details are in the link below, so you know what to do. You can either just go down to the link, click on the website, and all the information will be provided for you. Okay, so guys, we're going to do a bit of a tour just now with Daryl. So he's going to show us around, talk about the equipment, what it does, etc.
Our solar panel, right? So we've got our solar panel here. We've got these are mono solar panels. They are 400 watts. Okay. Then we have a 5 kilowatt inverter, right? So we got our 5 kilowatt inverter. This will convert DC power, which is solar power, into AC, which then goes through your DB board into your plug points, right? This is our smart geyser wise, our smart retrofit geyser system. Okay, this gets coupled to your cell phone, so you can see exactly what your geyser is doing at any time of the day and night. Okay, and then this is our basic one that doesn't have an app. So we connect this straight to your element in your geyser with some solar panels, and then your geyser runs on solar. Okay, then here we have the 450 watt solar panel. We also have a geyser controller here from Geyser Wise, where it comes with a timer and stuff to set your timer when you don't want your geyser on. Okay, we're not going now and switching geysers off and blowing geysers up, because now we have a good controller. Okay, this is our hot water panel. Okay, where we retrofit your geyser to a hot water panel. We put a pump in the ceiling and it pumps the water through these copper lines. Okay, heats up the water, and then the water comes out through the other side.
You spoke about warranties, guarantees, right?
Yes.
And you spoke about a time frame that there's
Yes.
warranties and guarantees. I don't know from personal experience, but when it comes to South Africa, service is a problem. We all know that it's an
Yes.
issue in country, right? So what do you have in terms of a plan to service customers after the job is done?
Okay, so I'll just give you a little backdrop quickly there.
Okay.
We are registered with all the banks. We are PV green card installers
Nice.
in South Africa.
Yes.
We registered with municipality as well.
Okay.
So what we actually do is you get 12 months labor warranty. Okay,
Fantastic. Fantastic.
and
Yes.
during that 12 months we'll come out free of charge. So if there's a problem with the system, we'll come out.
Yep.
We'll, my staff is there.
Right.
They'll be able to set up.
Right.
As well as we do lay-bys. Okay, we also do cash repayments, and we can build the system slowly. So you
Oh,
can
nice.
put a small system, and every 6 months you can add panels, you can
Yeah.
add batteries, you can add
Yeah.
inverters. So we
Right.
give you a whole plan
Yes.
on how our system works. So service for us is very important, because these systems are technical systems.
Absolutely, and as a consumer, I don't know too much about technical stuff. So when
Correct.
it breaks down, or if you've got an issue, you heard it's 12 months.
Yes.
So happy with
Yeah,
that.
we'll give you 12 months, and we're located across the country now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think, Daryl, it's something that we need to talk about, right? Because it's quite a large sum of money that you're forking out
Yes.
initially upfront, right?
Yes.
We understand you want to go off grid. We understand we want to save. We understand with load shedding being a problem in this country. Now is the time to look at options like this, so that in the long run you benefit. So it is a lot. So if
Yes.
there's a warranty, if there's a guarantee, it gives me that sense of comfort
Yes.
and peace of mind that I'll be okay. So for the parents out there who are looking for a viable option, I think this is a great option. I think it's something that you need to explore, and you need to explore it not just from a financial perspective, but also from sort of like saving the planet, global green,
Yeah.
green. Because what you want to do is go off the grid, and if you're off the grid, can you go totally off the grid? Is there something like that, Daryl? Does it exist?
Yeah, so if you look on my app, let's open my app quickly, right? So every system of mine
Yep.
works off the app.
Right.
Alright, so if we go into the app now, I can dial up into a system right now.
Yep.
Okay, now if you see the system here,
Right.
you got import from Eskom. It says
Yes.
0 watts.
Yes.
So basically, as you can see, basically that customer is not paying 1 cent.
Not 1 cent.
One
Fantastic.
cent, alright? So everything as an app, we can make changes from my cell phone
Right.
to your house,
Right.
to your inverter and stuff. So yeah, so the service is very good. The products are excellent, and we work with your budget, okay, to make sure that we eventually get you off the grid.
I love it, Daryl. So I like the fact that we can grow it, we can scale it, it's scalable, it's flexible, which is
Yes.
awesome, and we can work with your budget, right? Which is fantastic. So I think for me, the most important takeaway here, South Africa, is the fact that you can see the benefit from day one. There's a clear message in terms of after-sales service and support. But I want to ask Daryl one more thing. I want to ask him, if you want to get into this business, what advice he has for you, and how easy is it to start? So Daryl, can you answer that for us, please?
Okay, so if you want to get into this business, firstly you have to be a registered wireman's electrician.
Sure.
Okay, it's very important because you have to sign off these jobs.
Yes.
You have to make sure that they have good DC and AC gear.
Right.
It is a very difficult business, I must say.
Well, listen, all businesses are difficult, but there's somebody out there who's thinking, solar is the way to go. It's the next best thing. And if you think it is, it probably is, but it's going to take a lot of work from you.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work. We put a lot of work into it. We do a lot of marketing. We do a lot of quotations. And it is a very profitable business. It's a good business to go into. But you got to be a person that doesn't give up.
Absolutely.
Because you do 20 quotes and you might not get one.
Yeah.
You know, and
but
then
you still keep quoting.
You keep quoting. You know, that's the business. And so I do have franchises available. We train all our franchisees. We get them licensed.
I like that.
And everything.
I like that. So South Africa, if you're ever interested in getting into solar, Daryl's your guy. I'm your guy. The details are below.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
you're more than welcome to come through. I think there's an academy that you'd have to go through to be accredited. And then once you are fit for purpose, then we can let you out into the world or into South Africa, and then you'll be able to do what Daryl does.
Yeah.
So Daryl, that's the entrepreneur side covered, right? Let's talk about Daryl and what he's doing, maybe giving back to the community or the legacy that he wants to leave behind. Because, you know, when we create, I mean, it's 3 years now you're in country, and you can see what South Africa is going through.
Correct.
So what legacy does Daryl Noel want to leave behind?
For me, I'd like to, my goal is to help a lot of underprivileged people. So once a year, I sponsor solar geysers to Miss KZN every year. Solar geysers. Wentworth, there's some projects in Wentworth that
Wentworth is a area
is a talent community in our area around here. So we're trying to upgrade there.
Right.
But basically, we want to reduce the grid, because if we don't reduce the grid, we're going to have major complications. Like if you look like some cities overseas, like Russia and stuff, the whole grid went off for like 3 months.
That's it.
And so we don't want to get to that point.
That stage.
And so if you look at Cape Town, the city of Cape Town, they want to go totally off the grid. And
I think it's the way to go.
And this is the way to go, because you put less pressure on the grid.
Yeah. Daryl, thank you so much. You've mentioned quite a few things, and I just want to quickly just reiterate what those things were. So, do your bit to go off grid, number one. That was the key message that came through from me quite nicely. And also, you know that load shedding is an issue right now. So whatever you can do to make sure that you sorted, your household sorts, and I think more importantly, if you're running a fully fledged business or an enterprise business, then you know you're dependent on sort of Eskom for now. But I think you need to consider weaning off of being dependent on Eskom and be dependent on solar, which is fantastic, because you heard Daryl say that there's things that are put in place in terms of battery, in terms of extended life. He's mentioned lithium, etc. So quality is absolutely fantastic. I love the fact that he gives after-sale service. I love the fact that there's a warranty, and also I love the fact that if you're an entrepreneur, you can come through to us and we'll gladly assist you, and we will put you on the right path for you to grow your business. You guys know what to do. You need to like, subscribe, or basically just share this and share it with individuals that you think would be interested in this product or service. All the details are below in the link. So thank you so much for your time, South Africa. Until next time, be safe, be good, be kind to others. We out.